Hello and welcome to the second stretching session from the 21-day reset. I hope you enjoy this and feel nice and relaxed. Firstly, we're starting off with a side bend to your left. So really feeling that nice elongation through the side of your body, making sure to keep both sit bones grounded on your mat. And just really leaning into that stretch. Take some nice deep breaths here. Releasing any tension that you've been storing through the side of your body. And we're going to windmill that over to the other side. You can come down as low as what feels good for you. You might be higher up, putting your weight through your hand, or you might have that elbow on the ground, whatever feels good for you. Just really breathing into that stretch. Nice deep breaths here. Nicely done. So now we are going to do a shoulder stretch on your right side. So there's actually two ways you can do this. I'm now demonstrating the more simple version, but if you want to take it a little bit further, you can cross your arms over and hold on to the opposite fingers and get a really deep stretch through that shoulder joint. But feel free to just take the first option if that feels good for you. If you can't reach your fingers yet, don't stress. If you do this a few times, you will start to get a bit more flexible through that shoulder joint. So now onto the left side. Again, you can stay with this slightly easier variation, or you can bring your arm around and interlace your fingers and get that really nice deep stretch. Whatever feels good for you in this moment. Don't push yourself too far. You just want a nice gentle stretch through that shoulder. Good job. Coming back to the center. So now we are going into a forwards glute stretch. So have your legs crossed and coming down to the ground or as far as you can. You want to feel that nice stretch through your glutes. So again, make sure those sit bones are still on the ground. You don't want to be lifting up off the ground, but just feeling that really nice deep stretch along your right glute muscles. Good job. Now we are going to cross our legs in the opposite way. So we target the other glute this time. So again, just coming down as far as what is comfortable for you. You might not be as folded over as I am here. You might be perched up a little bit more. Whatever feels good, you just want to feel that stretch through your glute muscles. Good job. Now we are getting into a lunge position. So doing a nice lunge on our right side, really feeling that nice deep stretch along your left hip flexor. And taking some nice deep breaths here. If you can't quite reach the ground, you could always use some yoga blocks to hold onto. Otherwise, just your fingertips on the ground to give you that little bit of support. Now we're pressing back into a hamstring stretch, so keeping that same leg out front and just leaning your body back. You should feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings. If it's too much down on the ground, you can hold onto a wall or a chair beside you, or you can have your fingertips on the floor like so. Whatever feels good. You just really want to be feeling the stretch through your hamstring, which is the back of your thigh, so on your right side this time. Alright, and we're just going to repeat those two stretches on the other side. So bringing your left leg forward for a nice low lunge. We're keeping our knee on the ground for today, but if you are more advanced, you can lift that knee up off the ground and hold a high lunge position. But for this routine, I just want it to be nice and relaxing, and to really focus on the stretching rather than anything else. So just having that knee on the ground will give you that little bit more support. You should feel that stretch through your hip flexor here, and pressing back into our hamstring stretch. So feeling that stretch along the left side underneath your left thigh. Should be a really good stretch. So we're keeping that front leg straight to really intensify the stretch, but if it is too much for you, you can slightly bend that front knee just to relieve a bit of that tension. Good job. All right, we are going into a pigeon pose. So we're doing our left leg first and just feeling that nice stretch through your hip, through that left side. You can either stay up on your hands in a more upright position, or you can lower down onto your elbows, or even you can place your head on top of your hands and fully relax down, whatever feels good for you. Just want to feel that nice stretch. All right, so slowly coming up, and then we're swapping to the other side. So bringing our right leg forward this time, our left leg goes back straight, and again you can stay in this more upright position, or you can lower down onto your elbows, whatever feels good for you here. Just taking some nice deep breaths, really relaxing into this posture. Amazing work. So that is the end of the stretching. Now I just ask you to get into a comfortable position, be that seated or lying down with a pillow, whatever feels good for you. And we're just going to drop into a short guided meditation. Taking some nice deep breaths here. I want you to focus on your breath. Big inhale and an even bigger exhale as you sigh out any tension you've been holding on to. I want you to imagine that roots are sprouting out of your sit bones and down into the ground. And they're growing like the roots of a tree, grounding you into this present moment. Your body feels heavy on the ground, but supported by the earth. And through those roots, you gain energy. You gain power and strength from the beautiful nature that exists around us. And you draw on that in times of need. Suddenly you notice the roots are turning gold. And this beautiful golden energy is breathing new life into you, is healing your body, and is healing your mind. You feel in a complete state of bliss and present awareness. I just want you to sit here for a minute. Focusing on your breath, in and out. Picturing those golden roots connecting you to Mama Earth and supporting you always. You are held. You are supported. You are taken care of. And now, feel free to move and open your eyes. Thank you so much for participating in this little guided meditation. If you do wish to do more guided meditations, you can purchase the 21-day Reset Retreat ebook, which includes another 3 full-length guided meditations, as well as additional workouts, recipes, mindfulness activities, and more. See you next time. Bye.